May 7th, 2023. I'm 4 feet from the Bluebird house, pretending to water the blueberry plants. And typically this is when I get some company. So we're just giving this a little trial here. Back up a little bit. I think we've got double occupancy. Last year we had three babies that left their nests, as I recall, in June. So it's about the right time for here. Filling the bird bath. About 3 feet from the house here. And last time I was here, they came right to the house and kind of looked at me. I don't know if they think this phone is a weapon or something, but so we've had very dry weather with not much rain in sight. Next 10 days, 50% chance of rain twice. So we can use some rain. And I rewatered the azaleas that I transplanted and all the Pentas flowers. Which are looking really good. Getting lots of butterflies from the Pentas. Let's see. Very pretty. And little squirrel shenanigans here. Oh, there we go. Oh, a woodpecker. Woodpecker just came here. Flew right by me. Would like some suet. And gosh, looks like the darn squirrels have really finally won the battle. This slinky here keeps them from going up and down the pole, but the live oak trees are growing like crazy, and now what they do, even though they cut some branches, is they climb up the tree and then they jump and land on top. Little devils. Even right here, this Myrtle oak is growing like crazy. Since it was pruned, it's doing really, really well. Go back to this is Myrtle oak, and it's grown, since they pruned it, it's grown at least 10 feet high, and the trunk is probably 3 inches thicker in diameter. So we'll kind of take a walk around. I'm surprised we don't have any more bluebird activity. If we do, I'll shoot over there and get it. Might as well take a little tour. It's been a while. Some more pentas here. The pentas are great for butterflies, so we're getting a lot of butterflies now, which is really cool. These 3 azaleas, 1, 2, 3, were all transplanted, and they're doing well. But I did see a mother bird go in. She had something in her mouth. It looked like some sort of seed or something. But anyway, she went in there, and I don't think it was part of making a nest. I think it was some food. Don't know. Whoop! There's a bluebird. Let's go back. The bluebirds in there. There we go. See if it stays in there a while. Get a little closer here. There we go. Very cool. Usually the male also shows up. So anyway, it's an active condo unit. This is the new one that I got here, by the way. It's a condo with a perch as opposed to a porch. High class stuff, you know. I get a little bit more rent from this one than I do last year's model. But that's occupied too, so good news. Okay, all right, so let's keep chugging along. There's a Florida bluebird. So I have to, there's a woodpecker. Oop. In and out. So I'm definitely going to put more sunflower seeds in. Got a finch on the other side of that big yep, off it goes. But we need, since the invasion of the squirrels, destruction, and this was filled with sunflower seeds, so they obviously get down there and they just pillage. Brutal. Okay. The wind has died down anyway, because we've been having some serious winds that blow these chairs all over the place. Let's go back to regular. So I stacked them up so they didn't fly all over the place. But here's another penta. Very nice. Here's a weed. A penta and sunflower seeds, and penta and sunflower seeds. And the dahlias, I got 2 big dahlia plants inside the pool here that are just keep getting buds. Let's see this one here. Looks great. I'm gonna water this before I'm done here. Anyway, little video. Here's the holly tree that. It's kind of an interesting story. When we got here, that was all woods, and you couldn't even see it. It was just covered with pine trees and stuff. And it was maybe 1/4 the size that it is now, and it's just flourishing. Very happy. Very pretty tree. Okay. So the grass is starting to thicken up. I had some damage last year from either over fertilizing or using this weed and the stuff that's supposed to just do, well, actually it worked. It's supposed to kill grass. Not kill grass, but a lot of my green was obviously not grass. It was what they call Florida grass. Anyway, this is a nice little mum here that's a perennial. It's doing very well. Bird bath. Penta. I can get very close to this bird without it moving. That's kind of cool. Okay. It's going to be another yellow mum. A penta. This penta's very happy. Obviously getting more sun. These are the perennial pentas. This one and this one that you plant in the ground. This is a perennial penta that's doing well. This was in the hospital, and I think I'm going to keep it right here. It's doing great. Over here, I watered these. These are the red tip Fotilia that have doing great. You know, they're going to go about 8 feet high, and they're just a little thirsty, so I gave them some water. And these are 2 Spanish bayonets right here. These are super sharp razor leaves. That's why I call it Spanish bayonet. Anyway, there's 2 of them here, brother and sister. And this was in the lanai. It was a root bound. I used one of the pots to put the dahlias in on the lanai, and they look a lot better. But this was actually in one of those pots, and this is actually the mother, if you will, of these 2 guys. And these guys grew by themselves here because this was all just woods, you know, like 2 years ago. And they're doing amazing. So I thought I'd bring the mother back so that these 2 guys can take care of the mom, because the mom is pretty old, you know what I'm saying? So this is all you do is the leaves that are unhappy, you just pull off. And this helps the plant. And also, because I had a lot of dead leaves. Actually, some grandchildren now. So we got quite a family here. We got the mom, who's retired and living in a nice spot here, getting all the shade and sun and water that she needs. And then this is the son. This is the daughter. And these are grandchildren that have grown since I've been taking care of these plants. So you can see this is a nice smooth surface that I had pulled all the dead leaves. I'll call them leaves, but I don't call them leaves. I don't know what they're called. Pulled them all off. So very, very pretty plant. Okay, Spanish bayonet. Cool. And this is a live oak that is over there, and this is the infamous palm grove here with the lighting. Little Fisher boy. And this is a very active growing grove. It just generates a lot of leaves, and they're not called leaves. Palms, I guess. Palms, thank you. And so I still want to keep the elevated open look of the grove, because at night we've got these outdoor lights, one and one here, that that light up. You know what I can do? I can move this there. Yeah, it's gonna hit the grove. I was wondering about this, so that's gonna be better. Because at night it's cool. And we have a moonlight up here. Should be able to see that. Got 3 moonlights. This one's cool because it lights up this whole area here at night like a full moon. That's what they call moonlights. So lots of activity between birds, squirrels. We've got 2 crows that stay here all the time now, and we've got Peter Cottontail. We might even see him. I see him every day. He runs around. You know, he's like, he sees me and runs like he's about to be shot. Not very friendly. Just trying to survive. When we get back, oh, this is a nice area here with 3 new azaleas. 1, 2, 3, and Pentas on the outside that are happy. Basically, they were fed when they had food in them when I planted them, because I get them from a really good nursery. So I don't have to feed them, just keep them watered, and they've been growing like crazy, very happy. And there's usually butterflies all over the place, but because it's Sunday morning, they probably all at Butterfly Church, something like that. Here's a cool thing. See this? Okay. See the bird bath, and go up. It's like really cool. That's a live oak tree that my arborist has said is a premier example. I think it's called premier. Anyway, it's like a perfect tree, and it's been pruned by arborists, and it's growing straight as an arrow, and it's a live oak tree, so it's going to be absolutely amazing. Well, it is now, but 10 years from now, if I'm still here, it could be more spectacular. So I'm healthy, and I work out all the time, and I'm pretty doggone strong for my age, but I am going to be 73 tomorrow. So, how about that? These are viburnum. They basically have red berries. I keep them cut because they actually block the AC units. And here's my 150-foot hose reel from the well water, which is cool. Here's a rare moment. What looks rare here in the garage? I'll tell you what's rare. One car. That's it. I got another car down at Streetside Classics, the 2001 Mustang Bullet. That's for sale. I have my eye. If I sell that, I have my eye on another amazing truck. Maybe I can be fortunate enough to get that. But the grass is doing much better. Front yard. Go back to one. Very happy Penta. Very happy Penta. Another happy Penta. Weeping Yaupons that I don't think they have any birds in them right now, which is really unusual. Everything's starting to grow like crazy, you know, because it's getting warm. Just wait till it starts to rain. That's when the grass grows an inch a day. So I kind of just pruned this holly, and it's starting to, you know, saying, hey, when am I going to get pruned? But anyway, so here's the holly we looked at from the backyard. And these Carolina Sapphire cypress trees are doing super. Bug resistant. Beautiful bouquet. Drought resistant. I mean, they are easy peasy. And doing great. They're going to grow a couple of feet a year now. So within a short period of time, they're going to create that nice border I'm talking about. So the house is looking good. Grass is coming along. I aerated, and then I put a fertilizer, a time release fertilizer down. So it's going to slowly release for the rest of the summer, which is kind of cool. It's a Lesco product that was recommended by the folks at Site One. We've got these 3 baskets that I bought on Amazon. They're plastic. Put some holes in them, painted them green, and in front of the convex portion of the wall, I've got 3 here and 3 on the other side. These are 5 new azaleas that have been watered in now for 6 weeks, so they're in really good shape. These are the flax lilies that are doing fine. They're asking for some water as well. These are the lily of the Nile that are doing okay. They're spreading. It's fine. Only needed 4 new azaleas here because the one in the middle is in good shape. Here's a nice, really nice Penta assortment. Had butterflies here yesterday. I'm sure they'll be here today because they're working always. There's 1, 2, 3. Got 5 azaleas here, the smaller ones, so it's going to take a little while for them to grow, but they're all happy. I'm fine with not having big ones. Azalea, that is. And then got 5 more here. We still have the Magnolia trees that just love to shed. Isn't that nice, huh? They love to shed. So, the lawn goes all the way down to the fire hydrant, and it looks good. I mean, sure, there's spots and everything, but I'm not crazy about, not bothered at all. Coming along fine. Nice breeze this morning, a little bit warm, but we get our typical southwest breeze. So you may recall we had approximately on this side of the property, this is the south side, we had approximately 100 new, I'll call them new pines, thin pines, and I mean, we still have some over here and so forth, and turkey oaks, and just gross weeds and vines and stuff like that, all taken out. We got this tall grass, which we just leave there, obviously, but this is the oak tree that for the 2nd year now, it's got all the sun it can use. And it's doing really great, especially the area that on the far side, the area that was not exposed to much sunlight because there were trees growing through it and blocking it. As you can see how tall the pine trees are. They're actually sticking right through this tree, so you really couldn't see the tree, but now lots and lots and lots of growth, which is really cool. Really cool. So the pine trees down here grow very, very rapidly, and they can have a 4-inch trunk and be 70 feet tall. That's typical. And once they're 70 feet tall, then they don't grow quite so much. But these guys here are like, that's a 6-inch trunk, and that tree is 100 feet tall. So we have major pine trees. Okay, well, back to finishing my watering here. I've got one more dahlia to water. Been a while since we did this yard tour thing. But this is May 7th. I like to document it, so I'll put it on YouTube for the hundreds of thousands of fans that I have. Actually, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, I could use the subscriptions because I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers. So what's left is I gotta water one more dahlia, fill the bird feeders, get cleaned up, go to the gym, and today is a fun day. Today is going to be snatches, cleans, jump rope, push-ups, and 3-minute rounds on the speed bag. So 4 hours from now, 5-6 hours from now, I'm going to take a nap. So that's it. Well, thanks for looking. Hope everybody's well. And once again, we're very blessed to have this magnificent backyard and front yard. I'm really fortunate to have retired here. Have a great day, everybody.